Welcome back to Ride and Glide Reviews. Today we're looking at the newest model in the Super 73 range, the ZX. So in order, they go ZG, ZX, S2, RX. So the ZX just fits in above the ZG and below the S2. So first of all, we're going to give a basic overview and then look at things in a little bit more detail. The ZX comes in two colours, Moon Rock, which is the colour you see here, and also in Storm Grey, which is sort of a dark charcoal colour. Both have a black seat. Both bikes come with road tyres, so they're more of a slick tyre than the off-road type, but as you can see, there's still a fair bit of tread on them. The European models, which are the ones that we sell over here in the UK, come with fenders and lights included as well. Now, what I want to do is do some comparisons between the ZG, which is the model below, and the S2 above and the RX. What Super 73, I believe, have realised was the ZG, very cool bike, great for people who are sort of maybe under 5'10", because obviously your knees start to interfere with the handlebars. Now, what they've done here, they've made the whole frame bigger, so it looks quite like the ZG, but the frame is bigger, more like an S2. Now the seat is about 79 centimetres high, and it can handle a rider of up to 150 kilos. The seat also allows you to sit back further. It's got a long seat there, lets you sit higher with the handlebars higher, giving you more room to ride, which I think is a brilliant feature. I'm just under 6 foot and it makes it so comfortable for me to ride. Now, what they've also noticed with the ZG was people often asked about a throttle. Can I have a throttle? Can I have a throttle? The ZG is a pedal assist road legal bike. That's fantastic. What they've done here is added the throttle functionality. So although it doesn't come with a throttle, it's road legal 250 watt motor. You can change the modes in the app, like the S2 and the RX, to make it more powerful, using up to 1350 watt peak power from the motor, and have that throttle as well. Only used on private land with the owner's permission, but where you can use the throttle, get up to about 28, 29 miles per hour with that. So another fantastic feature, or an upgrade, let's say, from the ZG. Where they've used a good feature from the S2. So looking down at the front of the bike, you can see the black forks at the front. We've already done a bit of off-roading on them already. It was actually quite good, but what we did notice, there's no suspension. That's as standard. Now you can fit suspension to them, but as standard, they come without. Still pretty comfortable off-road, to be honest, but you don't want to be going for too long on really bumpy surfaces. What is quite nice is they've got the click and connect connectors on here, so if you have problems, you can clip in, clip out, and that gives a good waterproof rating as well. Now, like the ZG, and unlike the S2 and RX, we have mechanical brakes. So Tektro, mechanical disc brakes on here. Pretty good, to be honest, and we're going to test them further when we go out in a minute, but we've used these in the past and they've always been pretty good for us. I prefer a hydraulic. You can upgrade to a hydraulic if you want, but perfectly fine brakes. Also, you can see here the trim on the Moon Rock. You've got this red insert running around here, which is a really nice, cool feature. So moving down the bike here, you can see under the seat, we've got the battery. It's got the Super 73 logo on it. It's a 615 watt hour battery, giving up to between 40 and 80 kilometers of range, depending on how heavy the rider is, what terrain you're riding on. It's a fairly decent sized battery with 18650 cells. So a high quality battery there. Now, really good feature about the ZX, which I think again they didn't do on the ZG, but it's a much cheaper bike, but they did do on the S2 RX, detachable. So you put your key in, slide the battery out, you can take it indoors with you to charge, better for security, just a brilliant feature to have on any electric product. So I've hopped off the seat and you can see how long it is now. This is sort of vented seat. It's really comfortable. Not sure what they've used as a material, like high density foam of some sort, but it's a really comfortable seat. Again, like normal on the Super 73, we've got the detailing here. You've got the stickers down here. They've got a cadence sensor on this, so as you're turning, it's linking to the motor and then providing you with that power. 4 pedal assist modes. So as we said, you can set the different ride modes, road legal, then you use the full power of the motor, then you can go into off-road mode. And within those modes, you've got the 4 pedal assist modes as well. Coming down to the back of the bike, you can see we've got a derailleur here. So that's a 10-speed Shimano derailleur. That links up to the gears on the handlebars there, so it makes it much easier for riding up hills, different inclines, you know, things like that. So you're not constantly at one pedal speed. You can change to make it much faster or much slower depending on the terrain you're riding on. Again, another upgrade from the ZG. I'm not trying to put the ZG down, it's a great bike and it's a lot cheaper, but they definitely have looked at things that probably listened to advice from what customers have said, and they've really listened, and they've come up with something really, really good with this bike. So at the back of the bike, you can see you've got the handle if you want to lift it up. You've also got the light. Now this is on when your lights are on. One thing it doesn't do is when you pull the brakes on an electric vehicle, they do cut the motor. The light doesn't intensify. Sometimes it does. Maybe that's just to make it a much more simpler version so it reduces any problems, but they can't tell when you're braking. But when your lights are on, the rear light is always on, so you're still visible. Nice long fender covering you from getting mud all over you, which is great, especially in the conditions that we live here in the UK. And then moving up the bike. So now we're back at the top of the bike again. They've gone from steel to aluminium. So the ZG was steel, this is an aluminium bike, making it pretty easy to lift up. They say it's 30 kilos to me, that doesn't feel like 30 kilos, probably lighter, but apparently it's 30 kilos in a nice strong aluminium frame. So we can adjust the handlebars forward and backwards if we want. So this part can move forward and backwards depending on your riding style. And we come up, you can see the front headlight there. And then above, we've got the brakes. As we said, they're the mechanical disc brakes, one on each side. Really comfortable ergonomic handlebar grips there. On the left, we've got the standard Super 73 display, which allows you to go through your pedal assist modes, look at your range, battery remaining, that kind of thing, which you can also check through your app. So like I said, like the S2 and the RX, it's app compatible, so you're getting loads of information from there as well. Over on this side, on the right, you've got your nice bell, and also you've got your gears. So pushing up, pulling down on the gears there. So to conclude the overview, the differences between the ZG and this ZX are: the ZX is bigger, the frame is bigger, so it's higher. It has a detachable battery. It's got 10-speed gears. It's got a more powerful motor that you can use the off-road kit on. And then where it differs from the S2, which is the bike above it, obviously it's cheaper, it doesn't have the suspension, doesn't have the same size battery. So they're quite big differences, but actually this fits in really, really nicely into the Super 73 range. We're going to take it out now and properly have a test ride on it. So we've come down to the beach to test the ZG, put it through its paces all the way along the promenade. We're going to go for a few miles, see what it can do. It's a beautiful day, beautiful setting behind us. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's go. We're on the ZX today, and we've come to a place where I think really it suits the way it needs to be ride, which is down on the seafront, nice wide promenade, cruising along. It's a lovely day, a bit overcast, but so still. Really nice time of day, and it's a lovely bike to be riding. Feels stable at the moment, it's my first impressions. The pedal assist, I'm on level 4, is carrying me along with ease. I'm barely pedaling, as you can see. Every now and again I just put a couple more in. I've changed the gears a bit, but the ground's really flat here, so I don't really need to do anything about that. Just enjoy the view, really. So we're obviously on pretty smooth ground, don't need suspension. The tyres are really big and wide, so they're giving me a bit of comfort as well. Like I said, the seat's really comfortable. So I feel completely at ease. I'm not bouncing around everywhere. It's not bobbly. I mean, obviously if I went on the stones, it'd be a different story. I'm really enjoying riding this in this scenario on this beautiful day. I'm just looking out to sea. There's just clean groundswell lines running in. It kind of reminds me what the bike's about. So that kind of surf vibe, that kind of surf bike down on the Californian promenade. And we've literally just got groundswell lines coming in. It makes me want to go surfing. Just riding the bike, you feel pretty cool when you're doing it. Such a nice feeling. And then also, if you want, you can hop off-road. Handles it all with ease. Look how bumpy this ground is. And then we poodle back up, back onto the hard. And off we go again. Cruising uphill now, nice and easy. Still in pedal assist 4, going about 8–10 miles an hour. And up we go, onto the beach. And it can handle multiple terrains. We're on the timber now. We're gonna go down onto the stones and ride all the way down. Nice and easy. All the way down to the sand. Look at this weather. Now we're down on the sand. It's handling it just as well as it does the hard ground. flicking up on me a little bit. So nice. This is such a nice experience, riding with the sea there, super calm. Sounds a bit cheesy, but to me, this is what riding a bike like this is all about. You've got the beach, you've got the weather like this, you've got the little waves cruising in, you know, been riding on the sand. It's really relaxing. It's not a hectic bike, it's a cruiser bike. It's to chill out, and that's exactly what it feels like when you're riding it. Absolutely amazing. So we came down onto the beach. The bike can also handle going back up the beach, which is pretty handy. Coming off the beach now, back onto the prom. Oh, it's so smooth. I love the seat. We're up to speed now, going 16 mile per hour, 15 mile per hour. That's top speed for pedal assist in 250 watt mode. If I want to go faster than that, I have to use my own legs. At the moment, I don't really want to. Quite enjoying cruising along at this speed. Feels pretty quick. What a day's filming. We came out on the ZX to see what it could do. I genuinely don't think we could have come to a better location. We're on the smooth tarmac on the promenade. You've got the beautiful view of the sea out there. You can see all of the windmills out there at sea. It's so calm, so peaceful, and this bike did it justice. It's big enough to ride. You don't feel so small and cooped as I used to a little bit on the ZG. The gears were really helpful. It handled the off-road pretty well. I wouldn't use it as an off-road bike. This is a cruiser, a real true cruiser, unless I was going to put suspension on it. Seat is still comfortable after hours of riding. It's taken us 20 plus miles and we've still got plenty of battery left. I can't say anything more about this bike really. I would buy one myself. It's excellent. Well done, Super73. If you want to come and try it out, come down to Ride and Glide. Have a demo down with us. If you want any more info, go to www.rideandglide.co.uk. Give us a call, give us a live chat, send us an email. Get us anytime, we're always available to help. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.